I was a month into not drinking. And then, but yeah, lately, I don't know what it is. I haven't been eating as many sweets.
Rick, we've got 17 seconds.
Oh, yes. I'll be ready in about 30.
It was not fulfilling the live streaming dress code, or
I don't know. I could turn his camera off. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to TeamODZ Live. We've got the Friday Ebb. And I see we've even got Ben with us this morning. I don't know, I bet he's on stream as well. Watching himself. You can set up here.
Yeah, I'm here. But yeah, now this morning, I weighed myself. I'm 8 pounds less than I was in that picture. Which, once you start to get down to this area, a pound makes a huge difference, it seems. I'm not even trying. In fact, I would rather not lose the weight.
You'll have to get Clay to put mats over all the grates in work, otherwise you'll be falling down them.
Yeah, I do. I jump over them. I leap, plie, if you will. I do a plie over them every time.
No, please. I don't want that in my mind's eye.
All right. I guess, are you guys doing a ride or something? That was a trick question.
Nah, it's doing this thing called the Ebb.
The whole thing. On a Friday, that's interesting.
yeah, you need to wait though in order to get down on that hill at the end. It's reverse Hilly.
Oh, nah. What is this now? That was interesting. I joined, and it not only gave me the yellow beacon, but essentially I get to start my own group because I'm all by myself.
All on my own.
All right, let's try this again. Hey, there we go. I recognize all these people. Man, I didn't think I had to do that race afterwards. After PTT yesterday.
So the TTT wasn't the race, or?
All it was. And then after that, that was my first team time trial I can remember where I was like, oh man, it's almost over. You know, I was having a good time. It went from I don't know about today to I feel amazing kind of day. Today, still a little less amazing. It's been one of those late night weeks, mainly because of Grace. Trying to get all the things in before this is our last week of no school, which then requires me to be available to give her rides at 10 o'clock at night.
There's your Mel.
Made it in. Here we go.
Now we can go.
About a week ago.
Ben's racing at the front.
Hold on, I gotta pause everybody. I gotta adjust my saddle.
What's your bed? All right, we'll wait.
Another guy adjusting his saddle. What is this?
This is the new school way.
I mean, you're grown people. You're not supposed to adjust your saddle. Your height is the same as yesterday.
Oh no! But
No,
the
man,
mood
it makes
change-
me feel better.
The
I
mood
gotta
changes.
adjust it.
That's how that works. Yeah, you have to. The old school way of thinking was you adjust your saddle
I'm
and you assume that you
stronger
should
than
not change
yesterday.
it.
We all need.
I'm
need
stronger
new,
than yesterday, which means I'm taller.
We all need new crank arms. The pros are riding 150 now or something.
Oh,
Can't
wow.
get them short enough.
We all need 52 tooth front rings and new crank arms.
I've
Wait,
got a
what's the
32
normal
tooth
size of
mouth.
a crank arm? I'm not very learned in sizes
I
of
see,
crank
yeah.
arms.
Yeah.
172.5 is standard.
70? Yeah. Yes.
Ah, so they're going extra short. I did hear something about shorter crank arms it's supposed to be more efficient if you have the strength to efficiently turn a large ring with a small crank.
I don't know. It's not more efficient. It might be faster.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
I mean, it makes it easier for you to churn, so to have high cadence. So
Yeah.
that's your thing.
Yeah, you do notice these days they're like, I've been noticing that, especially in La Volta. It's man, they've been turning fast.
Yes, this is yeah.
Like watching Wout Van Aert go up times the other day, and looked like he was keeping up like 90, 95 cadence the whole time.
Yeah, that guy who won yesterday. He was also fighting at the end. Just going on.
Oh, the way he looked crossing the line, I was like, yeah, I've been there. I don't know if
But it's the
I've been there
first,
for way
it's the
less.
first Pro Tour win for his team, so it's pretty special.
Yeah.
Probably also the
Yeah.
only one.
He was definitely the whole way towards the end. It was almost like, there was a lot of you could tell he hadn't been there too much recently, because it's a lot of looking. And then even when he saw the rider, the next rider behind him, he was just like, he started trying to push harder, even though he had plenty of room. Kind of seemed like he was in that spot where he's like, I can't lose it now, but I'm so tired I can't even think straight.
You can lose a lot in the sprint, but the same was they were all completely roasted, because otherwise they could have catched him if they would have worked a little bit together, but they were all completely roasted. So.
Yeah, listening to the US feed, Christian Vanderbilt was just going off on the guys that were trying to chase. Like, what are you doing? Like, just stop looking back, stop focusing on each other, just work together.
But it's symptomatic for this world, so it's just one big fuck off.
No,
I mean, none of those guys are even gonna. I mean, they're just like, what are you doing? You're over here fighting for third place. Like, where's the glory in that? There's nothing in that. Other than your time will be a little better, but work together and it'll be even better. I don't see what the tactical advantage was of.
No, but then it gets personal at some point. So one guy tries to escape, and he gets tracked down, and then he gets mad at the guy who tracked him down, and then that's all that matters at some point.
Yeah, that is true. It's a lot easier to watch and not be there with the emotion of a race.
Well, I think that Ben O'Connor is going to be a hot nut to crack. He's hanging on pretty good. But the interviews I saw is that the first week it was so warm that nobody could sing straight. That was not even the sports directors.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't imagine trying to race at that level in that kind of heat. Couldn't imagine just trying to do zone 2 rides for longer than an hour in the heat drift. It's like, once you start getting into the hundreds Fahrenheit, it's like, it's a bit much. And then you add in climbs. Wow, I did not sleep long enough to get recovery last night.
I've been awake since 2 o'clock.
If you would listen more to your Garmin, this wouldn't happen.
No.
My Garmin says I'm doing fantastic. Although after today, with how much sleep I got, if it doesn't say that I'm being unproductive for today, then I don't know. Then it will be true to the Garmin. Then it will be like, I know that I'm unproductive today.
I'm sitting indoor on a treadmill going nowhere. How can that ever be productive?
You know, that's a good point. Failed from the start. But yeah, I don't know. Last night, because Grace went to a football game. So high school. And wow, high school team. I don't know. I'm hoping that they were like treating it like a little play around game. Because like the city connected to Bangor, Brewer, they play every year as like a, it's not a league game because they're not in the same class, but they play just to kind of, it can be competitive. It's pretty good. But because all the kids know each other. But Bangor beat Brewer by 2 points, and the score was 2-0. Which in football, you're only scoring 2 points because the defense got you that 2 points. Unless if it, well, no, yeah, that's it. It was a safety. That was the only way they scored that. So that's a horrible game. And Bangor is going to get absolutely destroyed. Someone may die on the field this year. I don't know. Hopefully they're conditioned at least so they don't get absolutely killed. Maybe they'll just lose.
Well, a win is a win. I mean, even if you only win by a tie as a whiz, it's a win.
Well, but I guess a team like Brewer, when you got to play the best teams in the state, because Bangor's kind of alone up here where it's like all of the teams in the area typically aren't AA. So they play more of the southern Maine, bigger schools. So if they're losing to the local teams, there isn't a chance this year. Not that they aren't good, but they are smaller division schools. So they should have less depth and less of a talent pool. But then again, Cooper Flag, the new hot rage in the is in college. He plays for Duke this year. He was on a small team in Maine, absolutely destroying the competition himself. The other guys were just there to cheer him on. They had 4 guys cheering him on, and he'd just be over there dunking on everybody. He's supposed to be the top prospect in the NBA draft next year. Insane. He's from, it's like, you get on 95 and head south and you'll be in his town in like 30 minutes. Tiny little town. Pretty much its main purpose is to provide services to travelers. And maybe a couple of cows.
If I get in the car and drive south for 30 minutes, I'll be passing 2 cities of more than 1 million inhabitants.
Yeah. You have to come check it out sometime. It is absolutely, especially when you're used to living in such a populated area. It's just this feeling of, wow, I'm really cut off right now.
Sounds a bit like Sweden, which is very nice for driving. You're all alone,
Yeah.
You're just going.
Yeah. Yeah, Maine is definitely like that. I mean, as during the summer and stuff, it'll have its busy moments, but busy compared to once you cross the border, busy here is just not even close. Like, traffic jams only happen because something happens, not because there's too many people trying to get off of one exit or anything, or a junction or something like that.
In Sweden, people will be slightly annoyed if you pull up like half a mile behind them, because everybody has lights on because it's compulsory. Scandinavia. So he's gonna see your lights, and that's gonna freak him out.
Why is that person 100 meters up the road slamming on their brake? Are they trying to brake check me right now? Yeah, there is definitely, like, I mean, the difference between driving here and driving in Massachusetts is drastically different. There is. People are going to let you in. If one person doesn't let you in, usually it's like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why are you so like that? But then you go to Massachusetts, it's just normal. Don't expect anybody to let you in, so you got to take the spot.
Watched a YouTube video about driving in Texas, a guy who lived there for 6 months, a US guy. That looked a little bit stressful, I must say. I'm not sure would I like to live there.
What was it, like around the Houston area or something?
Yeah, also, but I mean, also in general, they have these, I don't know if they're called border lanes or something that's on both sides of the freeway. And then there's the Texit is that you just pass the grass stroke that is in between the high road and the border, just pass it with your truck.
Yeah. Yeah, there's actually, they're like that in West Virginia too. You see like tire marks and grass everywhere.
They have like state freeway, what is it called? Speed limits of 75, and outside it goes up to 85. I mean, for a European, that's nothing, but with the American driving style in all lanes, it's a little bit spooky.
Yeah, man, it is fast though. Like in Houston, I mean, it's such a large area that, I mean, you understand why people go fast, because it's like, it takes an hour just to cross the city on the freeway. And that's without traffic. Like just cruising along at a good pace. And so you kind of want to go fast, and it's definitely a very fast experience.
I mean, the video was in general quite positive about how they're thinking about infrastructure, because they're building a lot of roads. They like a lot of loop roads around the cities.
Yeah.
And I guess if you live there, I mean, it's only for visitors, but it can be a bit intimidating once you live there, you get used to it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, riding with my brother-in-law. When last time I rode with him, it was a while ago, but he worked at NASA still, and we rode from one spot called University City. It's not too far from downtown, kind of like in the center, inside the loop. And NASA really on a map doesn't look that far away. But man, when we drove there, we were moving like it's, and I was impressed with how well everything flowed. Like there was really no just slamming on the brakes like happens in Massachusetts or in mid-Atlantic. It was just free flowing and very high speed. But it still took forever to get there. There's a thing on the East Coast, like when you drive in traffic, you get up, like all of a sudden, you know, the fast lanes will get up to 80, 90 miles per hour and then just come to a complete stop out of nowhere. And it's just like when you're traveling through, that sucks because, you know, I'm just trying to get to where I'm going. I'm done with it all. And yeah, I burned up our brakes. I needed some rotors when we got back from that Maine to Florida trip.
But he also mentioned that when you have 70-mile limit, that people will still go 90, or some of them. That doesn't happen so much over here because law enforcement has gotten pretty tough last decade.
See, the key is you got to get everybody to do it at the same time. Can't pull everybody over.
No, but here they don't pull people over. You just get the bill at home, and it's super
that's
efficient.
right.
Yes, it's super efficient, the system.
Yep, that's right. I forgot about that. That is not quite. I feel like I've heard of something like they've been using that in New York, in the New York City area and stuff, but hasn't happened here quite yet. Won't happen in Maine for a very long time. Maybe never. Or at least in my lifetime. Hopefully I won't be here though. I'll go ahead and follow the speed limit just to be in a warmer place. I don't care. One thing I have noticed around here though, because it's 60 miles per hour when you're heading through Bangor on like 95, for example, which is up from, it used to be 55. And then it's 70 once you kind of leave what they consider the congested area. Which EML would probably be like, this is congested. But then it's 70. And people used to go like 80, 85, 90, all through there. Now everybody seems to just be doing 70, 65. I don't know if it's like as gas prices change, everybody's like, I don't have anywhere to be real fast.
I would imagine that it's more people are self-driving in the car, or letting the car drive itself, and the car won't go that fast when you're doing that. So that's why they slow down.
I would say there's maybe about 30 Teslas in the area.
Not just Teslas, they got other cars that can stay in their lane and keep speed.
That's true. Yeah, Toyotas are doing
That's
it.
true. But a lot of
I don't mean like full self-driving, because you don't need that on a highway. Just lane keep assist and cruise control is better now. So,
and I feel like there's a general idea here that like people are trying not to get super stressed out.
yeah.
And when you're in a rush, you're stressed out.
I think people are already stressed out at how broke they are because of the economy crash.
Yeah. At least the price of, well, wait. Yeah. At least the price of cheer hasn't changed yet. Even though
It will.
Bill equaling that. Yeah, I think next year she said she was going to do it. She's trying to hold off for as long as possible, but yeah,
no, guys, life is good. I think gas is almost down to $9 a gallon over here.
Yes. Gas isn't too bad here right now. I think it's like the average is like 334. Oh, don't you worry. I've been eating the beans.
But we know you have. You're not gonna stop that.
Oh no. Especially now since Charlie's encouraged me. He told me I am one of the healthier.
You should change your character's your person's name to Mr. Bean.
I really enjoyed that.
Rick eats more than one though, so he'd be Mr. Beans.
So yeah, Mr. Don't spill the beans.
A diamond bean can. There's a diamond bean can. Okay.
Beans, they give you a steel heart.
Man, today I was going to try to do some efforts to try to get my TSS up to where I need it this week, but I don't think today's the day. I even spelled that wrong. Right?
I think so.
That's not how it's spelled. You probably think about it. Rethink it.
Just call her Riri.
Yeah.
If you insist, thank you.
Just throwing out random names. I'm not actually listening to Rihanna right now. I made this all up for entertainment purposes.
Wow. Just like your weight.
Primus was at the concert venue not too long ago. Down the road. We got Lil Yachty coming, who cares? There's probably a bunch of 16-year-olds that care. I don't care.
Well, he's coming to Penobscot.
Yes, coming to the river. Actually, he's going to be in the Cross Insurance Center, I think. They're keeping him inside because the music sucks so bad. I don't even understand that music. It's just like, I mean, I get it. Good beat, and you can get into it, and it makes you want to bounce a little bit and stuff. But it's like, what are you doing? Were you chosen by the record company because you can mumble the best? Like, I'm in no way doubting he's a musician, but that's not using your talent. That's what I do when I don't know the words to a song. Does he not
Really,
know the
I
words to
make
his
one
own
up.
song?
Like, it sounds like they should be saying this, so that's my word. Who cares what they were really saying?
Good part is Grace was invited to Lil Yachty with by the boy that she's been talking to, and she
Oh, the one that she's not
politely
dating,
declined.
you mean?
Yes, the one she's not dating. Because really, they don't spend enough time together. They're too busy. Yes. Not by plan. That was not planned out at all. But yeah, it was. Yeah, she was like, "I'm not going because he sucks. That music sucks. Not doing it." And I was like, "Yes, my girl." Heidi's excited to go to Post Malone. That's coming up in like a week. Believe it or not, country does really well around here. So far, I mean, we've had some pretty good country acts, and it's insane because like my entire street will be full of cars. People parking all the way up here. You can only drive one way down my street because it's not that wide. It's kind of annoying, but it's also cool to see like, oh, hey, look at that. That's a successful concert. If I'm having trouble pulling out of my driveway and then I meet traffic head on my street and one of us has to decide to back, then I know that was a good concert as far as people showing up. So I think it was like, what? I don't know. I can't even. I hear the country names and I think some of them might be popular, but I'm not sure. And pretty much I just have to wait and see how full my street is. There was like Luke Bryan, and I know Kenny Chesney did really well. I couldn't get out my driveway for that one. Are we still doing this? Are we're gonna sprint at the end of this?
Well,
You're leading your bell out, aren't you?
I'm gonna do my darndest. Yeah, cause I don't think I'm gonna go for the finish sprint there. The Pistons aren't really pistoning today, quite like that.
Well, I'm
I
glad
might
they
be
did
able to
yesterday.
spin up power. Well, in the end, what killed me in that second race I did was my sprint. because I was trying to cover attacks too much. And then when I would try
you
not
were the attack for one of them.
well, yeah, that did happen.
He was making
On
his
the
own
climb.
team.
On the climbs, I was killing it. And then on once we started going flat, though,
I keep
everybody
getting
would
these
try,
stupid troughs.
they'd try to attack, and I'd be like, I'd cover it, and they'd stop, and then I was like, why am I doing this? I need to get my heart rate down. We only have like 4 miles to the finish. And so then I was like, I'm not covering these attacks anymore. Someone else can do this. So then I sit in the back, and then all of a sudden an attack happens, and they take off. And I'm like, what the heck? Why? So then I had to lead a bridge over to them. And then I had nothing left for the sprint. I need to race more so I can play around with like, what happens if I don't feel like I have to try to save the day all the time? Because in my mind, that's what I'm thinking. I'm saving the day. And I know 5 people that I saved their day. That's for sure. Since I was in 6th place. But after that, I was done. I was like, yep, there we go. Spent.
Bent. The gym opens again next week. I'll be able to swim again.
Oh yeah,
They have annual shutdown.
I thought that the local or that University of Maine was on pretty much the same. Well, hop on, Ben. When I go, you just grab on, and I will. 'Cause I am creating a tow line. Emma will also be grabbing on. It'll be at the bottom of the hill. Then I'm gonna step it up and maybe try to create a little breakaway. We'll see. Charlie now knows. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I won't.
Yeah, you never know who's listening. Oh yeah, what was I saying? Oh, so yeah, I guess the move-in day is on Friday at the University of Maine. So that's like what, 2 weeks after your daughter's school. Well, so they moved in. They moved in at the freshman moving date. Oh,
Yeah.
5th.
I think that's what it is tomorrow.
5th being 3rd year. Would have moved in later.
Well, so far, there is a lot of kids in town because the tap room has been absolutely swamped with guys with ridiculous glasses on, wearing ridiculous tank tops and just looking like ridiculous people, and girls wearing shirts that are just barely treading the line of a bra or a bathing suit. So that's how you know the students are back, and it's still kind of warm. And there's random parties of kids just hanging out in driveways drinking beers. Got to do the old buy a case of beer and just set it in the middle of the circle. Yesterday, my coworker Shannon and I, we're gonna go up to we went up to the store to get some cookies. and took the same like cut through path that we usually take, which goes up one of the driveways where one of these buildings are. And I was kind of trying to warn her that there was just a pile of kids over there, and she wasn't getting what I was saying. And then we get up there and she's like, "Oh, should we just turn around and go the other way?"
I've gotten a truck every time.
And I was like, I didn't say anything, and all of a sudden just took that corner and started walking right through the middle of them. And they were kind of looking at me like, "What's going on here?" And I was like, "I'm gonna walk through here to get over there." And they're like, "Oh, okay, sounds good, man." And I didn't think anything of it. I just thought, like, I'm walking through the path I use all the time. I don't care if you guys are here now. You guys can stay. It's fine. But then she was like, "You just pretty much told them you're walking through." And not only that, but walked right through the middle of their circle. And I was like, "Oh. Well."
Get off the path.
But I was here before they were. So there you go. My forefathers have been using this path to go get cookies for generations. You can't just move up here from Massachusetts and build your strip malls in my way. I'll still walk through here to get my cookies.
What was that comedy movie that the dad always said the worst things ever? And like they were trying to modernize them to like all of the things. That's what you sound like right now. I cannot think of what the movie was. And like he just kept rejecting it and saying the most like awful things. And the whole movie was basically trying to get him to come around to being like the good dad now, because he just wouldn't stop saying what they were showing as like horrible things.
Oh man, I don't know.
I cannot think. It's somewhat new too. If somebody's watching, throw that joint in the comment. I swear I can't think of what movie that was. Yeah, I cannot think of what it is.
You do get that effect though here, and like being in a college town, working in a college town. It's like, because they're all kids, they're just grown kids.
Yeah,
And it's like there was one time we were doing a tap takeover at one of the local pizza joints, and so at night they put like soundproofing in the windows and turn into a nightclub. And so we were there a little late, and we were like, all right, let's just stick around and see what happens. So I waited. Finally, I had to go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom, and when I walk out, we are now in full-blown college club mode, where there is just a bunch of kids. And it wasn't until that moment that I was like, this was a horrible idea. These are a bunch of kids. I don't want to be here. So I went up to pay my tab at the bar, and it was like the sea parted. It was just this instant, like everybody moving to the side, and just gave me a full path right up to the bartender, and I immediately was able to pay my bill.
Let the dad leave, everybody. Let him pay his tab and
Exactly.
leave.
It was great. I was just like, wow, I've never had such a good service at a busy bar like that. It's like they were like, all right, guys, come on in, but wait, when the guy in the bathroom comes out, just let him come up and pay his bill so he can get out of here.
So you're the guy that my coworker was talking about the other day, where they were like, there's this club near the college town that we used to go to that had 17 and up night. And it was like a Thursday, I think he said. And he was like, there was always some 29-year-old at 17 and up night. And
See,
And the other guy at the op thought he was saying that he was the 29-year-old, not that he was 17 in the story. and, then, and then the guy started clowning him. Oh man, that was too funny.
that happens quite a bit around.
You're like, oh snap! I didn't know that
Lorna.
tonight was a specific night.
Yeah. Which sometimes I could bring out the late 20-year-olds, the late 20-year-old grad student who's lonely because all they do is work on their dissertation or whatever. Whatever that thing is that they work on, that they tell me about all the time, and I apparently don't pay attention.
Yeah, you gotta put a big sign on the door.
Oh, Janice.
Oh, that's too funny.
All right, should probably move back. Oh, Yamal, you're about to get kicked.
No, he's not.
Oh,
Here is
yeah. I'm just riding
there
up
we go.
this hill, not paying attention in the world.
No, but you'll have to come back quick though.
Wow.
Dang, dude,
so-
I'm way up. I can't
would've been-
pedal no more. I'm nearly out of gears.
I would have been.
Here we go.
kicked.
My
Yeah, I
last
found that the
gear.
other day. Trying to ride with Bernie, I was like, I can't go that slow. What is going on?
Yes. Ah, here we go. Well, thanks for saying something, because I was not paying attention.
I was resetting the fence, Jamal.
Oh, thank you. I could get yelled at here now and then. I'm just like, dang, dude, I had no idea. Yep. All right, here we go. 2 miles to go. Focus space. We got Woo today?
No,
I don't think so. I think it's just
I
Charlie
don't think so.
and
Charlie, Dean, yourselves, Luther,
yeah.
of course.
Wow, still not shaking it off now, so I think this is for real. Happy I had already decided not to bike to work. It would be a very
Oh yeah, the rain is supposed to get worse here at 8.
well, it's sunny.
It's
here
already
today,
been
but
raining.
It's gonna rain tomorrow night. Luckily, it's supposed to hold out until after we do Grace's birthday party. How did I get so far back?
Rick's attacking from the back.
You gotta get in the group, Ben. I'm gonna stay behind the group. Maybe. We'll see. Hard to tell with that kick over the hill. Is that an excuse? Excuse. Man, I still have a lot to do at work today, too.
All right, everybody, here we go.
But then it's a 3-day weekend.
Wow,
The Netherlands
everyone really
doesn't
is
have
ready to
Labor
stand
Day.
behind me.
Do they? They just take more vacation time. The U.S. is like, here, we'll just require Labor Day. That'll be good enough. And then also enjoy your 2 weeks of vacation a year. Oh my, not fun, not fun.
Wow, it's already on the front.
Man,
Riding alongside Charlie here, who's on his wheel. Mel's there as well. Yeah, Scott. Who else have we got here? Williams there. Kato. Watanabe.
Andy's passing us.
I'm
I know,
doing
right?
2.5 watts a kilo here, and I'm on the front now. Not even trying. Rick's just sitting at the back, just getting the draft.
Yeah.
Final bit of the descent coming up after the bridge here. You can go around the 270-degree turn. Little groove. All right, this is where the fun will start. Just waiting to see who goes first, and it's going to be Rick. Off he goes. Charlie responding. Lots of red numbers. Yamel, Charlie, Watanabe, Ufa. Kato's trying. He's not quite making that 77 watts per kilo though. Yamel's coming in hot, bringing Charlie with. Charlie's taking it. Yamel's chasing Charlie. Rick's trying to hold on. It's going to be Charlie, Rick, Charlie, sorry, Yamel, Rick, Ufa, very close there as well. I don't know, that could have gone either way at the finish there. Let's see. Yamel took it according to the results there. I should have switched my camera.
Oh wow, nice. Good one. Yeah, I couldn't tell from where I was at. Whew. It took a moment to actually look at it. Yeah, nice one. Whew. Yeah, I still made fourth. Pretty much all I was going for was that big power in the beginning to just lead out as long as I could, and then just settle back with some nice power.
Yeah.
Uh,
Did that land you third?
Fourth. Ufa went by me.
Nice. Movie star. That's the power of movie star.
Yeah. Because Ufa has on the Aero skin suit today. My ribs are slowing me down. Jeez, look at this. I was looking at myself in a mirror last night. Like when I brush my teeth, there's a mirror behind too. So you can see, like, in the mirror over the sink, you can see the back of you. And I'm just like, wow, this is a different body type than what I remembered. Crazy. My fat percentage must be so low right now. And I'm not bragging anymore. This is now becoming like, I was kind of happy about it in the beginning, but now it's like, what am I gonna have to do? Am I gonna have to start eating ice cream sandwiches again? Am I gonna have to eat cookies again? Or, I mean, I guess I could buy a mass gainer, but that's expensive. Start eating peanut butter all the time. Just throw peanut butter into milk and bananas and just blend it. until it's a soupy consistency. Could eat beans 3 times a day. This is like feeling like what it was like when I was younger, when I was in high school and in my 20s. It was like the amount of food I would eat. I stopped running because I was trying to keep weight on. And every time if I ran, I would lose weight.
I'm always the opposite on that. Biking makes me lose weight and running makes me bulk.
I guess it depends on how you're running. If you're doing short and fast, or if you're doing long and steady.
Yeah. Oh no, my battery just.
Whew. But I mean, also doing like a little bit of lifting wouldn't hurt either.
Yeah, I don't lift though.
I always plan to lift, and then the next morning I'm always like, shoot, I'm running late. Story of my life. Spent too much time biking, which I really enjoy. And anything else is that I would do activity-wise would be just to benefit the biking.
My stomachs are so sure. And not like poop hurt, like it actually stomach hurts. Like more like barf hurt. I don't know why. And it was before the sprint. So it's not bad.
Have you eaten any beans lately?
No. I don't even eat pork, so most beans I won't even touch.
You weren't around for the for Charlie's science talk, but
Oh yeah.
Someone else that doesn't eat pork.
he went into the benefits of it, and
Ah.
pretty much if you don't eat beans, you're gonna die. But if you do
Your
eat
heart.
beans,
When you get that, has nothing to do with your heart.
you're also gonna die, but you'll just live a better life before you die.
Yes, it's definitely got something to do with your heart, Mel. The rhyme says so. The kid's rhyme.
Yeah. I thought that was the science that he was going to break out. It's a heart issue. Why you need your beans. It degasifies your heart, and therefore it's what you need.
I'm going to come to a stop in the middle of the sprint here.
Let's see if I can't get Charlie to give his TED talk again on beans. If he's here.
Will I make it?
Yeah.
Will I make it to the end of the
He might be
sprint?
too tired.
I'll be close. Oh yeah, I'll make that.
Where was Ben? Where was Ben? Ben, you're supposed to be on my wheel. I was supposed to tell you.
Yeah,
Were you
you
on
did
my
a
wheel?
secret during today.
I was trying to wait just a moment. Try to get the jump. I kind of felt like that guy in stage 10? The guy riding with Wout Van Aert towards the finish. And he was like, one last attack. And Wout Van Aert was on his wheel so fast.
Well, that's it for the week.
That
That's
is it. Now I got to do a 10-hour workday.
Ugh. I hope I don't have to do that much. I don't think I will. But I am going to have a lot to do. See, problem with my job is it's so easy to just, at 3 o'clock to just go sit and talk. Maybe if it's sunny out, go sit outside and talk and just drink some water and just like get hydrated and do all that. And then it's hard to work because now everybody's out there. So then I'm trying to get all my stuff done before 3 o'clock because I know that someone will be like, "Aren't you coming out?" Some days I don't want to have anything to do with it, so then it's easier. But right now it's kind of fun with all the new faces and seeing how busy it is.
Done this for a while. Let's see if there's anyone streaming. No, I followed. No, there isn't. Oh well. I was going to see if there was someone streaming and raid them, but never mind. All right.
8 a.m. Eastern time.
I
What's wrong?
will be back with Rick and
He
Ufa
left.
and Yamel
Yeah.
next week. But until then, have a great weekend, everyone. For those in the US, have a great Labor Day. Rick, say it.
Bye-bye. Happy
you.
Labor Day.
And thanks for watching.
That's to you too,
Oh.
even though you don't celebrate Labor Day.
What, me? All right. Bye, everyone.